Hello, what's up guys, I'm Kyle from KGR, and for those who are fans of the channel, you guys know that I am a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot. With that being said, yes, I am super stoked for Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. And here one night, I was talking to one of my viewers. You may know him as Drunk Sonic. He's been in the stream a few times. He's honestly one of my best friends right now. Anyway, he brought it to my attention that here on Amazon, you can pre-order the game, which I already had it pre-ordered and it was ready to go. However, on the Amazon listing, it says Standard Edition. You can look at it right now. There's a screenshot. Like, yes, this is legit. Like, we were dumbfounded. Because here, if you look at stuff like Kingdom Hearts 2.8, you can see there's a Standard Edition and a Limited Edition. And you can see there's a little column, so you can just go down, click it, and you do whatever. However, for Crash, there's no any other editions right now. So we were looking at other games that are for PS4, and not all of them say Standard Edition. Like, some that they do say that, they have a different option to get a different game, like a different Collector's Edition or like a Limited Edition, whatever, you get what I mean. So we were confused, but also hyped. Could we be getting a Ultimate Edition, a Collector's Edition, a Limited Edition, whatever? If so, when are we getting an announcement? When is it going to be up for pre-order, yada yada yada? What could be coming with it? So as of now, this is just going to be me being all speculation, whatever. Like, even though it hasn't been confirmed that we're getting a limited edition or whatever, as you can see on Amazon, it says Standard Edition. So now we're just going to be all like, what do we want to see in it? The minimum we got to have is an art book. Here's the thing. I don't give two shits about art books. I got an art book for Mario Maker. I don't care, but since it's Crash Bandicoot and I'm a huge nerd for Crash Bandicoot, of course I gotta have an art book for it. But what else should we get? I would love to see an action figure come with it, but this is not the Ultimate Collector's Edition for Final Fantasy 15. We're not probably not gonna get an action figure. However, we might get a statue if we're lucky. That is, we'll be lucky if we even get a special edition or anything. Because here, Crash statues barely exist. There are plenty of action figures. Hell, Series 1, I don't want to say it's common as dirt, but I hate it when people say, oh, the Crash figures are so rare. Finding them in a flea market or a yard sale, yes, that is rare. But do a quick eBay search, they are all over the place. However, it's mostly Series 1 figures. Series 2 figures, on the other hand, they are the more rare. However, there is one figure, well, I should say a set of figures. Here it's Crash and Coco in a 2-pack in their motorcycle outfits. That is the rarest action figure for Crash I've ever seen. I've only seen 1 or 2 pictures. Hell, my rarest piece in my whole collection, I believe, is probably my Crash Bandicoot bobblehead. You never see those on eBay anymore. I used to see them on eBay every so often when I was younger, but you don't see them at all anymore. But that set of figures is rarer than that. And I almost want to say that we barely have any Crash collectibles, but yeah, let's be real, there's plenty of them out there. But when it comes to stuff that you can actually buy in person, there's nothing that you can really pick up in store besides the Skylanders, like little figures over there on my desk, which is like too blurry because the camera can't focus that far because, God, it sucks. So if we got a statue for this, that'd be super duper rad. But my one problem, this is a personal problem, this won't affect any of you, at least hopefully not. I don't have room for the statue. Here, I pre-ordered the Collector's Edition for Sonic Mania. As soon as I did that, I'm like, shit, where am I putting this? Normally, my rule is, buy it now, find a spot later. I can't do that anymore. I'm out of options. But if there was a Crash Bandicoot statue, I don't care if I don't have room. I'm buying it. If there's a will, there's a way. But as you can tell, there's a bigger will for Crash Bandicoot because I love him too much. And if you know me personally, if you know the channel, you know how much I love Sonic. Hell, if you went to high school with me, you know how much I love Sonic. But what else could we possibly get? Maybe a steelbook. I don't collect steelbooks because I honestly don't really find them attractive on a shelf. But it's Crash Bandicoot, so I gotta get it. I think if I was really that crazy, I would buy the steelbook, the regular case, and the digital copy so I can have the PS4 theme. But I can't afford to do that shit, no. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about this. Like, I don't really have much else to ramble about. Just, hey, this could happen. I'm expecting that we're going to get an announcement at E3, but if it happens around E3, then, okay, that's very stereotypical, but I'm assuming that we may get an announcement before then. We'll see. I can't predict the future. And I'm hoping that these things don't sell out immediately. If they do sell out, I might have to go on eBay and get it. Like, I wanted the Sonic Generations Collector's Edition, but I didn't get that as much as I wanted it. But Crash Bandicoot, man, like, I love the guy too much. In fact, I can't say it's scary. But, who's hitting me up on Skype? Anyway, Yes, I'm super stoked about this Insane Trilogy, and I really hope we get a statue or something with it. But this thing has to sell well. If it sells well, then that means we could be getting more Crash games in the future. With that being said, because it's under Activision and they're going to see how many people want Crash Bandicoot, I'm hoping they don't treat it like Call of Duty or how Ubisoft treats Assassin's Creed, where they would put out a game every year. Hell, Sega did that to Sonic, and look how well that did. So yes, I do want to see more Crash games in the future. However, I honestly want to make them play like Nintendo and play on nostalgia. Because over the years, Crash has changed so much. The last traditional Crash game that we got, at least on console, was Wrath of Cortex. Now don't get me wrong, Twin Sanity was alright. I honestly loved it, but then I replayed it again and I realized how much the game irritates me. God, fuck Cortex. But anyway, we haven't gotten a traditional Crash game where you have a hub room and you select the stages that you want to go into. The last time we had something like that was on the Game Boy games. That was exclusive, at least. I didn't play the ports because go for superior ports, as I'm pointing at my console games, but you don't know that. And I'm pointing over there for my handhelds. At least I'm letting you know now so you have some context instead of me just waving my arms like a freaking idiot. I think I mentioned this when I first talked about Crash and Sane Trilogy. I'm hoping that we also get action figures from like NECA or something for Crash, because right now they have the license for PlayStation characters. So there is a good chance it's going to happen. I'm not going to hold my breath, but when they do come out, I am going to bust a nut, scream like a little girl, and I am going to drive down to the mall and find it in an FYE, hopefully. Or maybe a Toys R Us. I haven't been to a Toys R Us in I don't know how many years, because the one that was by me closed. My point, I am going to do anything and everything to get new Crash merchandise. Alright, that's enough for this video. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's my social medias. But most importantly, let me know in the comments, do you want to see a collector's edition or a special edition for Crash? And if you do, what do you want to see in it? I'd ask, are you going to pick this game up? But let's be real, if you clicked on this video, you probably already are. But God, I'm stoked for this game and I can't wait. I need more Crash. And until Crash Insane Trilogy comes out, I'm going to sleep with this guy every night. Let's be real, after it comes out, I'm going to sleep with this thing every night. Because I am a fucking loser. Until I move out, I'm sleeping with this thing. Jesus Christ, I do sound like a fucking loser. I can still get girls, I'm still fine. So before this gets worse, I'm going to let you guys go. I love y'all so much, you guys are the greatest, and I'll see y'all in the next one.